Hello and welcome to the post-match review of Delhi Capitals versus Royal Challengers Bangalore. What a thrilling match we had! You know, on one side there was an ABD show. On the other side there was a Hetmeyer show. I mean, it went to the last ball. Where is Orgo? He was supposed to come. I don't know where did he go now. Orgo, where are you? Can you come? What is this? Who is playing? What? Why is this Koi India? What are you trying to pull off, Orgo? What is happening? Orgo, why is he in, why are you in a trance? What are you trying to do? Please.
It's
Jadu.
not Jadu. We
Okay, what?
saw
Okay,
Jadu.
what with Jadu? Okay.
We saw today Alien de Villiers. Alien de Villiers is someone whom we saw today.
And
I
this
mean,
is the game
how
that you
can
wanted to
you?
play for him
It was playing in my mind
when you watched him.
ever since when I watched him. And see, you needed an alien against BC because RCB fielders tried their best to
To
lose
lose
the
the
match.
match.
So you normal human effort was not enough.
Correct.
You needed an alien. But tell me something. In our Discuss Kare, this brand new episode of our Discuss Kare, viewers, you are also free to comment. Do anything you like. It's about ABD. How does someone become alien or someone exhibit supernatural qualities not once, not twice, about 70% of or 80% of the games for RCB. How is it possible?
I think it has got a lot to do with his, power to absorb pressure, his confidence in his abilities. When he plays a shot, you will see he is
I will
never
just,
too
I
many.
will just, I will just, sorry for interrupting.
Mhm. Mhm.
This guy hasn't played cricket, professional cricket, ever since the last IPL.
Correct.
Even before the last IPL, even before the start of last IPL also, he had these kind of gaps.
Correct.
How is it possible, taking into perspective that thing, how is it possible to get into a game and perform right from the word go? Because this year, he has won not one, not two, but three games from unbelievable situations. Again, against Mumbai, against KKR, and against
Today. Yesterday, I
today.
mean. Yeah.
Yeah, Delhi Capitals. How is it possible? If you can give some perspective about that.
Yeah, I think it's because he keeps it very simple in his head. I don't think he goes, and thinks. I mean, I'm not saying he doesn't think about his game. What I'm trying to say is he just judges the ball, and because I think one of the biggest pluses for him is the fact that he can play all around the ground. Sorry, so that makes that gives you a lot of options. Like we used to be told as kids, no, you should take science, commerce, arts, depending on the fact that they whichever gives you maximum number of options. That is exactly the
Yeah.
case with AB de Villiers. And the other thing which strikes is his fitness. you know the Because as you said, he hasn't played too many matches, not hasn't played too many tournaments either, but the way he has kept his fitness going, that automatically translates into this. Because as I said, I feel it's three factors. One is his extreme mental pressure. He thrives under pressure. You will see, in the more difficult the situation, the better you get of AB de Villiers. I know a lot of people might disagree, saying that South Africans are chokers and all that, but if you see ABD in RCB perspective, then absolutely, in the most pressure situations, he has got RCB out of the situation. Number two, extreme confidence in his abilities. When he hits the sixes, if you see his body language, he knows it has gone for a six. I know, again, people will say every batter knows, but his body language is completely different. He will hit a six and then go back doing his own job. And
Yeah,
see, as I said, the fitness that he has maintained. And today he became the fastest in terms of the number of balls faced to score 5,000 runs, which tells you a lot about this guy. What is your opinion on why ABD is this devilishly consistent? I will say devilish, seriously, because it's
exactly.
yeah,
Exactly. Like, it's first of all, it's not easy to hit balls consistently for boundaries, either fours or sixes, when you are not batting in the power play. And to do it consistently. See, RCB has played 6 games. 3 games have been won by ABD, apart from other contributions also. So
correct,
half,
correct,
like 50%, if someone's success rate is so consistently 50%, and when you are hitting balls, taking risk, his game is totally high risk cricket, because he doesn't, when he comes to bat, yeah, in the game against DC, he got a lot of balls to get him settled. He scored 22 of the first 21 balls. But in other games, he doesn't get that time. He has to go berserk from the right from the first ball. So it's as if he has to get set somewhere else, come to the pitch, and go after the bowling, which is not at all easy. It might look so easy, but it is not, because for getting a proper connection, you need 5 or 6 balls as it is. And to hit, and mind it, there are players who target weak bowlers. This is a
correct.
guy who targets Kagiso Rabada for sixes. This is a guy who targets Trent Bolt. This is a guy who gets after Bumrah. This is a guy who knows Stoinis is the last over of the game. Maybe Rishabh Pant has miscalculated and haven't used Mishra, and that's why he has to bowl the last over, to give the last over to Stoinis. But he has in mind that I will take more than 20 runs in that over, and to do it consistently is unimaginable. And this is the guy who can play Test cricket at a strike rate of 30, and who can play one day cricket at a strike rate of 120, who can play T20 cricket at a strike rate of 300. I have not seen such a complete player. We talk about complete players, right? That someone, Virat is number one in Test cricket, number five in T20s, number this in ODIs. But ABD, with so much consistency, is unbelievable, because first thing, what I feel goes clicks for him. Few days back, Virat Kohli, when he was struggling, he had messaged ABD to take some help. What ABD told him: watch the ball, hit the ball, basics. And that's what I feel ABD does. See, he also moves around the crease too much to confuse the bowler. One ball, he will go outside off stump, then he will back away, he will take 2 or 3 steps forward, he will lap sweep you, he will reverse sweep you. But he keeps the eye on the ball till the last moment. What others do is that when they are almost about to connect the ball, they let the hand and the body do the talking. But this guy, along with those two, keeps the eye on the ball, and that's why his hits go the distance. That's what I feel.
As you said, I think absolutely his head is so still at the point of contact, and doesn't matter how much he is moving around the crease. That helps. And one more thing, I was just thinking. This is something I'm thinking aloud for our viewers to also pitch in. Do you think he plays the ball a little late, like specifically to get the specific areas in the ground, because he has this slap shot which he really uses well, even for the shot which he hoiks over mid wicket or deep mid wicket. I feel he just waits for the correct point of, and he knows which is his correct point of contact, and he waits
Yeah,
till the ball reaches here, no matter who is bowling, whether it's a spinner, pacer, because again, doesn't matter which pitch it is, and that is very important. And when he comes, I think when he comes out to bat, the fear that the opponents have also kind of helps him, because the bowlers
yeah,
from ball one start thinking how to get his wicket, instead of
yeah,
probably going for like they would approach any other batters. Again, I know as a bowler, obviously they will be thinking of getting the best guy out. But actually not maybe, I'll tell you something. First 10 balls of any batter's innings, they are vulnerable. Doesn't matter even if they're the best batters in the world, right? Because they have to get their feet
Yeah.
moving, they have to get their timing going. And I have not seen opponents use that particular phase. Maybe because again the ABD scare, if he stays, and at times they can get over attacking, which gives him spaces where he can get his ones or twos or even boundaries, which pushes him upwards and onwards. What do you think?
Exactly. I am not in a state to think anymore. You can see I'm sweating because of the RCB fielding. But one thing, I saw a stat that day that every time ABD scores more than 40 for RCB,
Mm-hmm.
they win more than 85% of those games. And that in itself is a statement. At times he
Absolutely.
comes out of nowhere and scores 40, 45. At times when he gets more balls, he goes on to score more than 70, like he scored 75 against Delhi Capitals. And unbeaten against KKR,
Exactly. Exactly.
70 plus runs. So he is someone who will change the complexion of the game. He will take the game away from you in those 3, 4 overs. You might play the best cricket for the 16 overs, but then in 4 or 3 overs you might lose a game when ABD is there. And so I am
Absolutely.
now. You can end the show. I am now totally
No, but
focusing
before
on
ending
ABD
the
and I.
show, I want to mention two people here, like two guys whom I think, because of the ABD and the Hetmeyer show, Hetmeyer also played brilliantly today.
Yeah.
But I think because of these two, because generally we talk a lot about batters, and you know this, Orgo, being a bowler myself. I'm generally very Orgo knows this, and you guys also should know I'm very sensitive because only the batters are praised and bowlers are completely forgotten, right? So when after Jamison's over, when it was 25 of 12, the overs that Harshal Patel and Mohammad Siraj bowled, especially the first four deliveries of Mohammad Siraj's over, it was the perfect four deliveries when you are defending
Yeah.
any runs. I think, even if he had to defend uh, 10 runs, it was fantastic. How has Siraj beautifully developed into a fantastic bowler because of the confidence probably that Virat Kohli has shown in him, the match confidence, and of course, I think it also has got a lot to do with the confidence he got in Australia. So a word for Mohammad Siraj, and again Harshal Patel again has got 2 wickets. You cannot keep this guy away from wickets. I personally
17
believe,
wickets. Yeah.
I personally believe
17
he's gonna
wickets.
create a record. And till date,
Yeah.
none of the matches he has not taken more than no, he has taken at least 2 wickets in
Two
every
wickets. Yeah.
match. Yeah.
Exactly.
So yeah, a word
17
on him.
wickets in just 6 games. That's huge. And someone whom we never thought would be a first choice in RCB team is playing the role of a death bowler. That's most important because we haven't seen anywhere in IPL. Maybe he bowled well in domestic cricket, but in IPL we have never seen Harshal Patel bowling so consistently, being trusted time and again to bowl those death overs, which he is doing in this RCB team. And not only doing that, he is getting those wickets. So that's more important. So yeah, they because their death bowling has improved, they have won 5 out of 6 games. That's also a big factor apart from those
Absolutely.
ABD, Maxwell, Virat, and Padikkal shows. I think so.
Absolutely. I think before ending, Virat Kohli is generally criticized for all his aggressive attitudes and the number of caricatures that he goes about doing on field, which I'm sure he knows the camera is on him. That's why he makes sure he gives an expression. But today, I saw something which I thought we should mention because, as I said, if I criticize someone for being aggressive, I will criticize someone for being nice. Um because again, this might sound like a little philosophy, but cricket is a game, and you are a human before you are a cricketer or whoever, you know. So I
Yeah.
saw after Rishabh Pant obviously was devastated that he couldn't convert, like he couldn't get his side to a victory. But Virat Kohli not only shook his hand, just just
Yeah.
played around with his hair. I mean, in a style of
Hmm.
saying it's okay, man, and then gave him a
Hmm.
little hug and was like, "Well
Yeah.
played." Now I know
Yeah.
people will say that is what opponents do. No, an Indian team captain coming up to you and saying, "Well played, well done," when you have just lost the match, gives you a lot of confidence to play many such innings. So
Exactly.
I think it was a fantastic, and this also helps me in ending the show in a nice note, that much like Virat Kohli, patted on Rishabh Pant's back and gave him a little confidence. Now is the time. Whatever our country is going through, very very hard times, we should, no, we can't come and pat each other's back, because we have to maintain social distance. But yes, let's post positive things. Let's try and keep each other motivated, and instead of saying negative things, and I know there are negative things happening, but why not, let's try to spread positive messages, because we have to keep ourselves positive, and we have to be together in this. We are together in this. This will pass. We will will keep coming with more discussions. But Orga and I would really really like if you guys can join us. We have been saying this over and over again, but somehow you guys do not want to join us. Come on guys, join us. um, let's discuss many more such topics. And before Orgo melts because of the heat, let's close the show. Good night. Take care. Stay safe. Wear your mask. There you go. I'm sure Ritik Roshan will be very proud of you, Orko. Good night, guys. You take care.
Goodbye.